what type of water should we be drinking, and when should we be drinking it, and why should we be drinking water? A man said to me, "Everyone tells me to drink water. You told me why."
Dr. Barbara O'Neill warns against a critical hydration mistake that could potentially harm health. In this video, she compares different types of salts and their positive and negative effects on our health. Make sure to watch the entire video to learn all the important tips, especially about using Celtic salt effectively for its health benefits. By the end of this video, Dr. Barbara O'Neill shares one of her favorite breakfast recipes that is very easy to make and is full of Celtic salt benefits.
Water is the second most vital element needed for life. In fact, where there's no water, you don't usually get people living, do you? I always say to people, how much water do you drink? And these are some of the answers. I don't like water. If I drink water, my feet swell. If I drink water, I'm going to the bathroom all day. Those last two answers tell me that the water's not getting inside the cell. So how do we get the water inside the cell?
Staying hydrated isn't just about drinking water. It's also about balancing electrolytes, like sodium and potassium, which play a crucial role in maintaining a fluid balance. Balancing sodium and potassium.
We have to go to the third most vital element needed for life, and that is sodium. The fourth most vital element needed for life is potassium.
Sodium's main job is to maintain the balance of water between our cells and the outside of our cells. This balance is important for our cells to work well. If we don't have enough sodium, this balance can get messed up, leading to dehydration or too much water, which can cause serious health problems. Seawater has a lot of sodium, but when we make table salt, we take out most of the other minerals, leaving only sodium chloride. Dr. O'Neill says that table salt can be dangerous because eating too much of it can lead to death. It's better to use unprocessed sea salt or other natural sources of sodium to get all the minerals we need.
The fourth vital element needed for life is potassium. So the highest concentration of mineral inside the cell is potassium. The highest concentration outside the cell is sodium. And there are sodium-potassium pumps that are in the membrane around the cell. And these sodium-potassium pumps are constantly going like this, maintaining the balance in and out of the cell.
When we have too much sodium, potassium becomes even more important. Dr. Barbara says we should eat lots of fruits and vegetables and eat less table salt. Too much table salt can make sodium levels go up too high, which is bad, and potassium levels can decrease. The balance between sodium and potassium is important for our overall health. When sodium levels go up, we need to make sure potassium levels stay the same to prevent problems like irregular heartbeats, seizures, or high blood pressure. The benefits of using Celtic salt with water.
The Celtic salt is such a moist salt, especially when we've had a lot of rain, because those three magnesiums absorb the moisture. And because magnesium is a water-hungry molecule, it can be used to help the water get into the cell.
Dr. O'Neill also highlights the benefits of using Celtic salt over table salt, noting that while table salt can dull our taste buds, Celtic salt enhances flavor and promotes better hydration. She explains that the magnesium in Celtic salt draws water into our cells, ensuring they remain hydrated and function optimally. This hydration is crucial for the health of our organs, including the brain, digestive system, and circulatory system.
It is the quickest way to hydrate a body is to put that crystal of Celtic salt on your tongue, take that glass of water, and it ensures that the water is pulled inside the cell.
To get the most out of Celtic salt, you need to drink water differently. Take small sips throughout the day instead of drinking a lot at once. This lets your body absorb water slowly, like gentle rain soaking into the ground. Drinking water too quickly can make your body get rid of it without staying hydrated. Drinking water slowly doesn't just help your body absorb water better, it also gives the minerals in Celtic salt time to go into your body and do their jobs. Minerals like magnesium help keep water in your cells, balance electrolytes, support your nervous system, and help you sleep better.
So as you can see, water is very important. But so is the salt. And this is happening in America a lot today. People are not drinking enough water. They're not having the whole salt, and they're definitely not having many greens, which is where your magnesiums is. So the little bit of water they're having is not getting inside the cell.
Just as Celtic salt plays a crucial role in hydration, vitamin D also plays a vital part in maintaining overall health. Vitamin D and calcium are like a team when it comes to keeping our bones healthy and our bodies working well. Vitamin D doesn't just help us absorb calcium, it also decides how calcium is used and where it goes in our bodies. Vitamin D is like a key that lets calcium enter our cells. Once inside, calcium helps with many things, like building bones, keeping our nervous system working, and having strong muscles. If we don't have enough vitamin D, even if we eat lots of calcium, our bodies can't absorb and use it well. This can lead to a calcium deficiency, which is bad for our bones and can cause osteoporosis, muscle aches, and seizures.
It's called the king because when calcium gets into the body under the action of vitamin D, it pulls all the other minerals on the back with it.
Dr. O'Neill talks about how vitamin D is important for helping minerals, including water, get into our bodies. When our bodies can't get minerals into our cells, they force them in, which can lead to high blood pressure. If our bodies don't absorb calcium properly, it can also cause an imbalance of electrolytes, which can make our bodies hold on to too much water and salt. This can put more pressure on our blood vessels. This shows us how important it is to have enough vitamin D. Many people don't have enough vitamin D, especially in places where there isn't much sunlight. Sunlight is our body's natural way to get vitamin D. When we don't get enough sun, it's common to have a vitamin D deficiency. So, we need to get vitamin D from our food, supplements, or light therapy to make sure our bodies have enough. In addition to balancing minerals and maintaining bone health, water plays a key role in regulating all our body functions, including keeping our blood pressure stable. When we're dehydrated, our blood gets thicker, making our heart work harder to pump blood. This puts more pressure on our blood vessels. Water also helps our bodies get rid of waste and toxins. Another thing that affects our blood pressure is how much we move. If we don't exercise enough, our bodies can't burn as many calories, and our metabolism slows down. This can increase our risk of diseases like type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome, which can lead to high blood pressure. Regular exercise is good for our heart, reduces stress, and helps our blood vessels work better, all of which are important for controlling blood pressure.
But I didn't drink water. I didn't think I need to. I would just have a cup of tea or a cup of Echo or Caro. I thought I'm getting enough through my fruits and vegetables. Do you know, I often used to get migraines and headaches. Whenever we travelled, I'd get headaches. I hated travelling in the car. I'd always get headaches. I got colds often and I'd get terrible sinus. And then I started to study the body. And then I started to study how much water we are. And then I started to look at what happens when you don't have the water, so I began to drink more water.
If we eat unhealthy food, don't drink enough water, and don't exercise enough, it can create a bad cycle that leads to high blood pressure and other serious health problems. This shows us how important it is to eat a balanced diet with good fats, minerals, and water, and to exercise regularly to stay healthy and control our blood pressure. Dangers of dehydration.
At every stage, water is needed for every body function. Our brain cells shrink when they don't have enough water. Headaches are common when we don't have enough water. Negative thought patterns can develop when our brain cells don't have enough water.
Chronic dehydration poses significant risks, impacting various body systems. Water is crucial for digestion, breathing, circulation, and the nervous system. Without sufficient water, the body activates its drought management system to conserve water for essential organs like the brain, heart, and kidneys, potentially leading to long-term issues. Initially, dehydration triggers mechanisms that reduce water loss through sweat, urine, and breath while prioritizing hydration for critical organs. This can result in symptoms such as fatigue, dry skin, and reduced blood volume. Dehydration also impairs brain function. As the brain is about 75% water, memory, concentration, and cognitive speed can decline, leading to chronic headaches, confusion, and decision-making difficulties.
Many are sick purely because of dehydration. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a not negotiable thing. You just got to find out how to get it in. Have the water in the car, have the water by your bed, have the water in the kitchen, have the water in your workplace. Sip, sip, sip.
Furthermore, dehydration affects the cardiovascular system. Reduced blood volume forces the heart to work harder, increasing blood pressure and heightening the risk of heart attacks and strokes. It also disrupts blood pressure regulation, further escalating the potential for serious cardiovascular problems. In summary, staying hydrated is essential for overall health, affecting both cognitive and cardiovascular functions. What's your take on these warnings? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Dr. Barbara O'Neill shares one of her favorite breakfast recipes that is very easy to make and is full of Celtic salt benefits.
Now, the red lentils we had this morning, a few people have said, "What's in this?" I've even served it at my house at breakfast, and people have said, "Is there chicken in this?" And I know why they say that. It's because it's so flavoursome. Well, it has a little olive oil, some herbs, nice if you can get fresh or Italian herbs, and some Celtic salt and a bit of turmeric. That's it. I rinse it very well. It must be rinsed well first. And I do that just before it's fully cooked. And yet, as you can see, it's delicious. See, I'm not interested in cooking up onions and garlic, and much as I love that in my lentils, I'll do that at lunchtime. But in the morning, I've got hills to run up and down, creeks to jump in. I'm not interested in being in the kitchen for a long time, and that's a very quick dish to make.
To get more insights into a healthy lifestyle and unique health tips, watch our next video and share your valuable thoughts in the comments section below.